Welcome to Oh Brother, a podcast where we try to figure it all out with your hosts, Brandon and Collin. On this week's show, Bulldozer Project. Ahoy!
Ahoy!
What's going on?
Oh, not a lot. Trying to figure out what's happening in my life. Other than that, it's good.
Oh no, that sounds existential.
Oh, it's fine. There's just one. A little bit. It's just closing into the first quarter existential crisis. Everything's fine though. Normally, everything's good.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Can you hear that?
Oh,
okay, good. So my neighbors have this truck, right? And the car alarm just goes off all the time. Always. It just goes. And it hasn't done it in a while. And I think maybe he was out of town doing stuff, but now it's back and it's going off again. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
beautiful.
no.
Just car alarms for days. It's like all the time. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why it does this, but his car alarm goes off. Or truck alarm, I guess. I don't know. It goes off frequently, like all the time. Like it went off like 30 minutes ago and it just went off again. So that's cool.
He's sitting on the keys or something?
Yeah, either somebody's sitting on the keys or it's hypersensitive and the random neighborhood cats are about. I don't know. I don't know if that's what it is. Like the cats are running around looking at it and it's just like, oh, yeah, freak out time. Like, I don't know if that's what's happening, but it's very strange. So I don't know.
Well, at least it gives you something interesting to do.
It's true. Tally mark how many times it goes off. That's what we'll see how many times it goes off during the recording. That'll be fun and exciting. Stay tuned, listeners, for this brilliant.
That sounds horrible. I don't think anybody wants that, but
yeah, this week has been very busy, right? Like I don't really know how this happened, but yeah, Monday was the like I don't know what the official name for it is, but it's like teacher appreciation baseball game. Surprise. It was a surprise though. They were just like there was no like real prior warning of this feature. So it was just like, oh, hey, like the baseball coach emailed like halfway through the afternoon. He was like, hey, the teacher appreciation game is tonight. See ya. Like, oh no, why not? So, I mean, it was fine, but like, we went to the baseball game Monday night. So that was a very long day. And then, it was cool. It was good. You see all the kids, right? And they it's the thing where they at our school, they do this thing where they bring you a jersey, right? And you wear the jersey of the player to the game that so it's cool, right? And I really appreciate it. But I was also like, coach, it's not the kids that I was like, coach, you can't be like, yo, there's a game in 3 hours. See you later. Like, what? You can't be doing that, man. Like, especially a baseball game. You guys just be dropping baseball games on people with no prior warning, right? Like,
yeah,
that's
that's a lot of time.
That's a lot of time. It was 2 baseball games, technically. Because they also had a JV game. But you definitely can't be dropping double baseball games on people. Out of the blue. It's surprise, man. I gotta.
Yeah. No, that's not what you do.
So it was fine. It was fun, but oy. And then of course, I'm an old man. My back, the bleachers, no. Oh,
right.
Because they're just metal bleachers, right? Just the bench. Oh yeah. And they moved our so they switched which dugout is the home dugout. at a school,
Okay.
right? And I believe they did this because they have built a new like batting cage situation, right? And so now there's two, right? But the new one is closer to the other dugout. So the home team was like, no, obviously that's the one, that's the dugout that they're going to use now, right?
Oh.
But I think they didn't switch the bleachers because I think the bleachers on the other side are better. And I think they just left they like moved some more. There's like more on this side now, but like I think the good bleachers, like the big robust one, I think it's still over on the other side. I don't know if it's actually better, but it looks a little bit more substantial. So like, I don't know, but they did.
So they, where did you sit?
Well, I did sit over. Well, at first I went and sat down where we always sat, and then I started looking around. I was like, wait a minute, there's nobody, because it's like the way that it's sitting. That like the concession stands are like right behind home plate, right? The concession stand / announcer / scorekeeper building thing is like right behind home plate. So when you first walk up to one side of the bleachers, you can't see the other side, right? And so I sat down and I was like, wait a minute, these people are wearing blue.
Oh,
that's wrong. What the heck? And then I just happened to like, I could see like a little bit of corner. I was like, hey, wait, everyone's sitting over there. I see, because I go to baseball games so frequently. I was like, I see what has happened.
Yeah.
And then I was filled in on the fact that we have changed home dugouts, right, to the other side, right? So we had to go sit around the other side with because I wanted to go sit by the other teachers. I didn't want to sit in my teacher jersey by the opposing team. That's weird. How can I cheer against them if their parents are there? You know, like it was.
I mean, don't do it. Megan has proudly informed me that the home dugout is supposed to be on one side of the field, like all. Is this a thing?
Well, which side is it? I don't know. I don't know about bases or balls. So if only there was another brother that we could ask. There was a professional in this arena,
right? I'm sure that somebody. Yes, look, the one. We have a question here, and
I know.
Oh,
how dare he be a successful coach and responsible new father? That's just, I tell you, it's awful.
We'll just silently judge.
There you go. So I don't know what so at our school, at least, it was on one side because it was closer to the best facilities, right? And so they were like, yeah, well, the home team's going to get that one. But now they've moved it to the other side because that's where the new batting cage is and stuff. But that dugout, I don't know. And it's on the first base side now. I don't know if that was where it was supposed to be all along. I don't know the answer to these questions.
Oh,
it's a mystery. But now it's over there.
Okay.
So anyway, so that's what we did. It was good times. Right? It was a lot of fun. Scurried over there, right? Had fun. Hanging out with some of the other teachers, right? Stayed. Had to make sure we stayed and watched my peep play a little bit. So that was good. Like I said, I really appreciate it. It was really awesome that they do that. It's really weird. Like, I know that we're like a small school, right? We do feel kind of good because it's like this high school kid is picking a middle school teacher, right? That's yeah. There you go. There you go. So that's pretty good. So that was fun. But yesterday, I had to like do work after school. Ugh, gross, right? It's illegal. So I had. So here's a. I'm going to give you the full story, just so that you can understand the ridiculousness that I'm dealing with here, right?
Okay.
So a couple weeks ago, it was Susan's mom and her husband's like anniversary, right? So they're three. I think they've been married 3 years now, right? So they decide they're gonna go to Branson,
Ooh,
right? The mecca of all things, right?
nice.
Go to Branson for just like a weekend getaway, just do whatever. And they go down there, and what has occurred is they stayed in a hotel room that had a king size bed. Okay. And then this made Susan's mother decide
Oh no.
that they needed a king size bed in their life. And so
No.
they went furniture shopping.
Oh.
And somehow she talked him into not only procuring a new king size bed, complete with like enormous bed frame, but also 4 additional pieces of bedroom furniture.
How did she pull that off?
Up to and including 2 brand new nightstands,
Oh,
1 dresser, and 1 matching chest of drawers. Okay, so
wow.
this chest of drawers that they got is comically large. It is actually taller than Susan's mom, which, fair, not exactly
It's not a feat.
a difficult feat to accomplish,
Yeah.
but it is taller than her.
All due respect.
So I went over to see it today. I was like, how are you going to use the top drawer? And she's like, well, he's going to use that one.
Oh. Wow.
But so the furniture was delivered today.
Huh.
But that means that yesterday, all of the old furniture had to be moved out. And so I had to go do that yesterday.
Oh, you were mover extraordinaire.
To be mover extra again, back to my one true calling in life, carrying stuff. All right, that's really
yeah. As it turns out.
Yeah, it turns out that's all I'm actually good for. It's just carrying heavy things around.
Pretty
I don't. We moved out all their old furniture. So we moved out their bedroom furniture. All right. And then it was a very complicated matter. So they ended up donating some of it to like a local family, right? So we moved a lot of it out to the garage so the other people could come get it, right? And then we also had to play a bit of musical chairs because some of the bedroom furniture was going to be repurposed into the guest bedroom, right? So then some of the guests' bedroom furniture was also leaving, right? So they're just playing musical chairs with the bedroom suite, and it was very odd and a very confusing time. Just like a really weird thing, and also as previously mentioned, the stuff that they got is so big. Like it doesn't. It kind of doesn't like fit well in the apartment bedroom. Right?
Oh,
like it's kind of like this is too much bedroom furniture in here. I don't know what we're doing.
Oh,
why do you have this massive chest of drawers and this massive dresser and 2 enormous nightstands? Like, who needs a nightstand? It's like 2 feet across. Like, what is this?
It's a big.
It's so big. Yeah, it's really big. They're really big. And also the bed is enormous because they have like a big bed frame with it too. Right? It's got like drawers under it and stuff. I was like, how are you going to get in this bed? You're so small. Like, what do you need a ramp? Like, what is
those things? My God.
Yeah, it's gigantic. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It feels like a lot. It feels like a little too much stuff if you ask me. But not mine.
I just envisioned that you go and you get those little pet stairs that people buy.
That's what we were talking about getting. The little like ramps that the little dogs climb up on the bed with, right?
Yeah, I think for the dogs to get up there on the bed. I think
it's like the little Shih Tzus can get up on.
I think that's cheap. I think
what she's gonna need, man. She's tiny, and this bed is enormous. So I don't know.
That will be fantastic.
It'll be, but I don't know where they fit the ramp because it's so cramped in there because they have such huge furniture. I don't understand. so confusing. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they like, I don't know. They like insist on having a guest bedroom in a 2-bedroom apartment. Like they just like, they can't not have it because one person uses it like once a year. Sometimes they're going to have it all the time, forever. And now it is also, but they have so much furniture. I have no idea what's happening. It's crazy.
Already have so much.
They already have so much. And they just got new living room furniture.
Oh, man, they really are just changing everything out. My goodness.
They are. They're just changing it all up, right? They're just getting, all new everything. Whatever. I don't know. But like, it's a lot. And it's a lot of stuff. And I don't like moving at all. So I don't.
Right. Yeah. I think you need to need to really sit down and ask them, like, okay, how many more times are we going to do this? And maybe set up.
I mean, they are buying me dinner on. They're insisting on buying dinner on Friday. So like, we'll work for food, but like, still,
I'm still going to grumble a little. Definitely going to grumble at least a little bit.
At least the furniture I moved out was lighter than the stuff they moved in. Looks like, so that's good. Got out of that deal.
Oh, see,
like, I escaped the worst of this.
Yeah, you only had to do half the work.
Yeah, I am. I do feel lucky that they were able to get their furniture delivered at like noon, because otherwise I would have been roped into unloading it too, and that would have been rough because that stuff is big.
Right. Thankful for early delivery windows.
Yeah, thank you, furniture delivery people, for having a time suitable where I could not be there to help because, yeah.
Oh,
man alive. So that's it's been my week so far, right? It's been it. I don't know.
A lot. Yeah, hopefully you've been able to sit down for a little bit.
Yeah, right.
And cool
it's
off.
Rough stuff.
It hasn't been that cool, unfortunately.
No, it's terrible. It's so hot. I was talking about that at recess again. Like outside
really
at recess, 80 degrees. Like, what is happening? It's October now. Stop. Why?
Oh.
I'm over this. I don't like it.
Really need some much cooler weather.
Yeah, it'd be handy.
Yeah, what was it? Earlier last week or something, we had like 3 inches in May. And so we got this deluge of water. And have I described to you the project that they're doing at the pond at a park nearby us?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. So, Liberty Pond also was originally called Liberty Lagoon, and
Ew.
it was in the park. It was kind of like a swampy area for a very long time. And if you talk to people who are from here, born and raised here, they're older. They have lots of memories of going ice skating on this thing wintertime. It was just the place to hang out. Well, 57 years ago, the town wanted to do a renovation of Liberty Lagoon. And so they drained it, installed an actual like little gate dam thing, because it is filled basically from runoff from like all the surrounding neighborhood and streets in the town. And so they like scraped it all out. They sprayed in a concrete liner around the edge of it.
Oh,
left the clay bottomy thing. And then there it was. And what's cool about it, it's this little pond, and there's an island on the pond, and then you can like go across this bridge get it's really neat. Right by our house, we walk there all the time.
Yeah.
Well, all it's concrete coming up on 60 years old, maybe 70.
Uh-oh.
Actually, I think 70,
I
70 years
think I
old.
see where this is going.
Not in the best condition. A lot of the rebar is exposed and whatnot.
Yeah.
So they were like, we're going to redo this. And so they went through the process of draining it, at which point they started this project in April of this year. And they just opened up the cork and were like, let all the water go. And then
no.
Yeah, they just like drained it all. But of course, then people were like, well, what about all the fish? So NBC had to come by and to get all the fish out. Then people were like, well, what about the frog? We're not getting the frog. So citizens were going in there and trying to save the frogs that were in there, and then finding fish in there and blaming the city for not doing enough fish or NBC. And then like we found like you could look down like massive mussel beds were in this thing with
really?
With mussels the size of my hand.
Were
in this thing, like big ones. And now some of them have been dead for a long time, but but definitely some like that were there. And these are huge mussel beds. When I say pond, like I'm kind of cutting this thing short. It's a pretty big body of water. And so like there are these mussel beds that are in there. And so there was like, we're going to do about these, about this, and they slowly let the water down. And basically their plan was, we're going to let it drain naturally. And then once all the water's gone, we'll start rooting around it. Well, of course, that process takes forever.
Yeah.
And while it's drying out, and before they started getting all the heavy machinery there, of course, we walked down into the bottom of the pond because why not? Like
obviously, right? You know,
like
you do.
You gotta go down and like pull out some mussel shells and look at stuff.
Yeah.
And like, that's what you gotta do. So we we explored a lot the bottom of the lake. And now the past 2 months, month and a half, they have the big like not D9 dozers, but like big D6 cat 6 dozers.
Yeah, the big like,
pushing stuff around. But it's still really goopy. And so what they've started to do, and because we got all this rain, again, this is a reservoir. This is meant to take floodwaters from streets and from overfills and things like that. It's a catchment basin. So they can't just like stop the inflow. They have to work around all this water that's in there. So now they have this big industrial pump that's in one end that just pumps water out onto the street, get it done. Because whatever reason, the overflow valve is like still like, I don't know, like 6 feet up from the bottom of the pond. And so there's just all this water that just sits there. So they got to pump that out. But it's still so mucky that these guys are moving around. They're trying to get the bottom, dig down to the clay to get rid of 70 years of all of the muck that's been washed in.
Yeah.
And they because it's been so bad, they can't scoop. They just the front end loader will scoop up this thing, and it's basically just all water, and they're not getting anything. So what the city has started to do is the city runs a compost plant where you go take cheese, your trees. Don't take your cheese.
Yeah. You can take your cheese too. That's fine.
But take your trees, and then they'll like wood chipper them and create mulch, and then they'll create compost for this stuff.
Yeah.
So they're just hauling in. Now they're bringing over the mulch that they've been wood chippering, dumping it on top of the muck so that they can actually mix it up and absorb some of the water. And then
my goodness!
Then scoop back out.
Whoa! That's crazy.
And so it was funny because we were watching this, and Lily goes, "Isn't that creating more work for them?" And I'm like, "Well, yes and no. Like, yes, in the sense that they are immediately hauling back out stuff they just brought in, but also
yes.
If this is it's just like it's just crazy watching this, and I'm like, that's not my job. But they're excavating this stuff like way down, really digging down into this thing. Then they're going to come in and bust out all the concrete and put a really nice walking path around the whole thing that makes it a little bit more accessible for everybody. And then put another liner in there, but it's not the concrete liner. It's like not rhyolite, but like the what they use for like aquaria, like that backsplash, that stuff. Anyway, it's
okay, yeah.
It's actually meant to be in water, not just concrete, where they're like, surely it'll be fine.
Yeah, like it's rock. It's okay. What is concrete if not man-made sedimentary rock? Really, to be real, that's what it is.
Yeah. And so they're working on this, and the goal is to have this hopefully done by the winter. But I'm like, I don't know about that. Like, because we're quick approaching this.
Well, I mean, we're quick approaching the winter time. Are we quick approaching the winter weather? Well, so I don't know. It might be okay. Like it might be fine. I don't know.
Yeah. So this has been our like sometimes daily, multiple times a day. Like we'll go out, go for a walk, and walk down and how far they've been progressing and all that stuff. We like watched the dozers. Like we walked, we went around. Was it 2 weeks ago now? And we just sat and watched the dozers and the front end loaders for probably 2.5. Just like sat down.
Wow. Okay. There were.
I was like, what else are we gonna do? Like here, I'm gonna send you this picture so you can see extent to which this is going. Hopefully you'll see that one. And then I'm gonna show you a picture of where it is today. It filled in with a lot and lots of water. And so they're still working on it, but
okay.
Yeah, so see that first picture. Right?
Okay.
See that? Like they are getting down in.
Right, yeah. So pond is not exactly the right word here.
And then basically, if you look at the next picture that I sent you, that was taken from the exact same spot. And you can see how the water has filled in that entire area.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
It's like that's what they're up against. And so they've kind of abandoned that work.
The inflow is kind of insane
out.
here.
Yeah. And they're focusing on the upper end of this thing, and they're just adding mulch to it so they can actually
is it shallower up there? Is that why it's like that?
Yes.
Is this a deeper end?
That's
what it looks like in the other picture?
Yes. Yeah, that's the deep end.
Okay.
That's the deepest.
So their seepage is real from the ground here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can see that.
Dang.
Going. It's just, and you can actually see if you zoom in on that second photo that I sent you, if you zoom in, you can see that same bulldozer way in the background by the
over there. They'd move it to higher ground.
Yeah. But he's working over there. He's actually just working and pushing and trying to push lower
in a different spot.
Yeah. Just move to a different spot.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Cinnamon also does not seem very interested in the bulldozers. Like everyone else is like rapt attention, and she is like, whatever. I don't.
It's kind of a mistake. To be honest, because she was basically the one that was like hiding like in the corner, just like sighing aggressively at everything. We'd be like, "We're gonna move over here," and you could basically just hear her go. And because she's a herding dog, she had to follow us. She had no choice in the matter.
Well, obviously.
And then she just
couldn't help it.
Annoyed. But yeah, the bulldozer project is going on really nice. Really.
Well, good to know.
Yeah, and we've been able to keep track of it too. When it takes a remote control truck over there. This has been one of the coolest things to watch is his focus and like how locked in he gets on the little truck. And it's pretty intense. I've never had a remote control vehicle that has 3 different power settings. So at the remote.
Okay, I was about to say, hold on. You can.
Yeah.
You finished the sentence. I was like, okay, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, that's better. But like
at the remote, you can determine if you want it to use 50% of the power, 75% of the power, or 100% power.
Why would you ever want to use 50% of the power?
Because it is almost
Was it like rock crawl and it like go like
yeah. Yeah, it is uncontrollable at 100%. It is so
okay, there's that, I guess, but like
and it's because it's just like I don't know under what conditions you would need to use 100% unless you were doing like track racing. But anytime there's like a small divot or deviation or rock or gravel, if you're at 100%, you just flip. You just go careening around a corner. Like you cannot keep it under control. It is just going get to hate. And so you can also change how sensitive the hearing is.
So, yeah, I've seen those with the little like a toggle slider thing. Is it like that?
Yeah, absolutely. And so like we've been messing around with that of like, at like the higher speed, I don't need it twitchy. Like I need it to kind of settle in a little bit, because that's where like you can just barely breathe on the thing and it'll just flip.
Yeah.
So we have gone out there and he's been finding all the ways that he can to make the truck flip over, like do a backflip or front flip.
Perfect.
So
this is exactly what remote control cars are for. That is good job.
Yeah.
That's the way.
Absolutely it is. So of course there's a speed bump, right? I think I sent you that video of like, that was target number 1, right? Where it was just like,
I mean, obviously, like
we're going to try and hit this going forward. We're going to hit this going backwards. We're going to hit this head on. We're going to hit this at an angle. We're going to hit this like, like
yes.
And then for a while, he got into this thing where he was doing it. Bill and I were there watching, and there was a puddle by it, and it was so funny to him to at full speed slam through the puddle, and which was of course.
Well, I mean, obviously, why else would you?
Obviously, right?
Yeah. You're going to not splash your sister with a remote control car in a puddle. Like how? I mean, I think like it's just a law. You just have to do that, right? Like, pretty sure.
So this has been his new obsession. And what's cool about this little truck is it's also like it's from like a hobby side of this. So like you can like upgrade the shock if you want to, or you can change out the motor if you want to, or you can like swap the parts are swappable and it's very easy to access. So we're not doing any of that, right? We're not swapping and like upgrading right now.
Not yet.
But like it's just cool. Like he likes being able to kind of to disassemble and take all the parts out, check them, clean them, and then put them back together. So that's also a very scratching all the little bits of his brain, right? He is really
nice.
Yeah, that's been our last. I mean, and all that's basically happened. I mean, still trying to get back to the groove with having landed 2 days ago trip.
That's true. You got out just in time. That's for sure.
I know. I know. The whole time I told in front of the host of the conference is real big on having like in sales having some kind of pressure. Like talks a lot about the technique of like have an end date sale. I'm only offering 5 of these. I'm over offering whatever.
Yeah.
And so of course I'm like
limited time offer.
In the
you just watched infomercials, right? Like
that's
okay.
It's all that.
Call now and receive. That's what.
So I said, in the sales tax of all sales tax, our host has arranged a hurricane to hit with by the end of the conference, and we have to be done one way or another.
So get out while you can. We're gonna. Jeez Louise.
Pretty much. Like,
oh my goodness.
No.
Oh my goodness. That's a little much, but it's fine. It's fine.
Especially because she lives there, and the rest of us were leaving. But
oh yeah, oh dear, oh no, oh no.
Oh,
that's worse. That's not good.
Yeah.
So I need to know more about this cat wrangling that you were doing.
Oh,
the other day. I need to know how did this go, and how does a bass net work for catching cat? That's really what the listeners want to know. Right, this is the product review that we've been waiting for ages. Okay, we need.
Yep. So this is the client near where I live, and they have a room for foster cat, cat room, and then he has 2 dogs and 2 free roam cats that are like cats in the house. And most foster cat people will dedicate a room. What I have learned is that they will remove the original solid door from the in the doorway, and instead either install a like a zip up mesh thing that you would put on
an
exterior door,
the porch doors, right?
Porch door, yeah.
Okay.
Or you put in an actual screen door. So a lot of people will do that. They will change out their solid door for a screen door you'd have on a porch. And this is just
like, okay, so I would think that this is just me being a naive non-cat person, but don't screen doors and cats not notoriously mix well together?
But this is true. However, if you have feral cats or cats that may not be your biggest fan, you need to know if they are right by your door when you open it.
Oh, okay, true. True. It's fair.
Additionally, typically if you have a cat room, you have more than one cat. And so to help with airflow, just
turn the fan on, put the screen door in there.
Screen door help. So
put the Febreze out. Right. Just go.
My employee come in, let the cats out, or let the dogs into the backyard, fed the inside cat, gone through the cat door into the cat room, shut the door behind her, and was kneeling to pet one cat. But while she kneeled, she spooked the other 2. And they kind of went, and she was like, oh, that was weird. And then she realized, she looked behind her, and in the one of the cats had run into the bottom left corner of the screen door that has not fully left, pushing the door open and allowing it to skirt out. She stepped quickly out into the hall,
letting the cat out of the proverbial bag.
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah. If the bag was the shape and size of a room,
of a screen door,
and the drawstring was a screen door, then yes, it works.
Yeah, we'll go with it. It's fine.
Quickly into the hallway and looked to her left, and there's the cat. And she kind of crouched down, and the cat bolted straight underneath the couch. And then I got a call, right? And I'm like, on my way. And as I get into the house, I'm walking into the garage, and I look over on my right, and I see 2 brooms and a basket. And I go, that's weird. And I walk into the house. Because I'm like looking into the garage, and I was walking in, I'm like, there's a mower, there's this, there's all the yard stuff, and then there's like several brooms and a basket. And I'm just like, kind of out of place, kind of weird, whatever. I don't see fishing gear. It's all by itself on the wall.
Yeah.
And I get into the house, and first off, the cat it's in the so it's an electric sofa where you push a button and it recline, and it went not just underneath, not just up in, but the back where you lean your back in, that's typically like 8 inches deep or whatever. That's hollow. The cat is up inside that.
Oh.
And so, because we tipped the couch over, and I'm searching the bottom, I don't find it. I look under the little flap, I don't find it. I look up into the back portion of it, and it's crammed all the way up in there.
What?
And I'm like, like that cat is not coming out. Like I'm not reaching my hand in there. Plus,
no.
Plus, there are springs that the cat is like wrapped around that, like,
yeah, and like the metal struts are up in there. Like, yes. What the heck?
I'm a little worried about that. And so I'm like, okay, well, we're gonna leave the cat here for just a minute. Let's get the rest of the house prepped. So we shut all the other doors. And because he's a cat person, his second bedroom is also a cat room, but there's no cat.
Of course,
right. So I'm like,
okay.
I'm like, open that door, and we'll funnel the cat into that room. And there's a bunch of little hidey holes in there, so the cat will hide when it goes to that room.
Okay, yeah.
But I gotta get it out of the back.
Make
of
a
this couch
safe
first.
place.
Yes. Gotta get it out of the back of this couch. And so I'm like looking. I'm like, I can't get into this. I don't know what I'm going to do. So I'm starting to figure, like, I am about to need to walk away from the situation and just be like where the cat goes, the cat. I'm not losing a finger over. And that's whenever I was messing with the cushion on the back of this leather couch, because it was kind of falling forward. And so I grabbed the cushion and I pulled it down, and I noticed that it pulled away. It was still attached to the back of the sofa, but there was a zipper. So behind the cushion, there was a zipper. So what did I do? I took the zipper and I went zipped, and it fell open. A cat's head was sitting there looking at me. And I went, hi, and it went, and it.
I was gonna say, I bet it loved that. That was
bolted out, went around the love seat, which was the same kind of thing that the couch was. And I was like, if you go into that love seat, I'm going to freaking. But it ran around the side. I was like, told my employee, I was like, get into the kitchen. So she got into the kitchen to block that way. The cat went down the hallway, couldn't go right because that went to the garage, bolted left back into the cat room that has an open door.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
Funneled.
We shut that door, shut the other screen door, if I'm honest.
I mean, I would expect it to be after all this.
That's that. And now I'm going, okay, I've got a cat who doesn't like me, doesn't want to be close to me or anybody, but I have to transport it from one room to another. And the doors, unfortunately, the way what I had hoped to do, what I could do was, well, what direction does the first cat room screen door open? Maybe I could just open it and block the hallway.
That would have been handy.
Okay, no. It opened to the left. And so it would have just blocked it away. Like it wouldn't have worked. And I couldn't move the door from the hinges in order to do this. I'm like, plus the hallway.
This is the Clarkson's Farm pig thing. This was happening right here.
This is what I think.
Built the pigs, the pig in the wrong configuration.
But with cats. So,
but now with cats.
So I'm like, okay, let me think here. These cats, cat rescue. He must transport these. Let me go to the garage to get some crates. Let me get a crate, and maybe I can do that. And so I am walking into there. I grab one of his coats off of a big like Carhartt thick coat that I'm like,
oh, good call.
Right, worst comes to worst, I'm just throwing this big Carhartt coat over the cat, and I'm just bottling it up, and I'm getting out of here. And
yeah, for sure.
While I'm in the garage, I'm grabbing a cat carrier. I've got the Carhartt coat, and I look over to my right and see within a shining light, vast amount above a bat. And I says to myself, How the heck do you think he got these cats in here in the first place?
Yeah.
He
Well.
used the bassinet, obviously. So
Yeah, I mean, clearly.
I grab that and I come inside. I've got a Carhartt coat and a bassinet. And my team member goes, "What are you doing with that?" I said, "Just get ready to open the door when I tell you to."
What
So
what,
she's like,
what category gladiator is that, man?
I know,
Like
right?
what?
Like,
Like the dude with the trident in the net.
yes. And that's pretty much what I did. I got the cat into a corner and I just scooped straight up as fast as I could while simultaneously. So in my right hand, I've got the net. I scoop, I go towards the cat. It's like, I'm not okay with this. There's the hiss. I'm like, look, this is going to be really fast. I scoop up and jerk quickly upwards with my right hand. Simultaneously, with my left hand, I bring the coat up and over my head and slam it down on top of the net so that the cat hits a lid, aka
Oh my gosh.
Carhartt. I then reach up and grab both sides of the loop of the net with my hand. When the cat is in the net, I'm holding it out from my body so it doesn't make contact with my leg because I know once it makes contact, it will not let go. And I'm like, get the door open. And so I'm like,
Oh yeah, just a
down the
guy.
hallway and it's going around the door and then inside. And as soon as I put the net, like it barely touches because the cat's waiting, sitting down. And I I let go of the Carhartt. The cat shoots up out of there and makes a beeline towards this top shelf that he's built on the wall and just sits there staring at me.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay. And of course, my team member goes like, I kind of want to keep one of those nets in my car at all times. Like, me too. Me too.
That might not be a bad idea. That's my holy cow.
Yeah, it was intense. It was pretty fun. And again, I'm sitting there like, if I did not have the net, I genuinely don't know what the cat would have just. I would have just had to like make do with that cat in that second cat room and just distributed some supplies between them and been like, peace be with you. Here you go. Like, it's not. I'm not getting you out, but it wasn't happening, and so now we have some new protocols for how to enter and exit the first cat room. Make sure that doesn't happen again.
Dang. Side note, car alarm. Anyway, it's the my Latin is not good, but the Retarius gladiator, the net man. That's you, Collin.
Yes.
You're the net man, right? They
Oh,
the Ritiari.
yeah.
Dang.
All of
Got
that with having been like awake for all of 11. So it's just like,
what an exciting way to wake up
yeah.
and then run the gladiatorial combat
In
with
flip
the
flop.
feral cat, right? AKA, it's a lion, right? Gladiators fought lions sometimes, right? So this is what we have here, Collin. Some gladiatorial combat, right? I like it. That's like
Yes. That is. Yeah. That movie now.
ah.
I need to. Good. Yep. So we survived. Did all that.
Good news,
Yeah.
right? Got
Good news. Got there. Oh. Yeah. That was my.
Nice. Oh, a third time. It went off and it's back on again.
Oh,
I told you I'd keep you updated.
Do you? I mean, wait. Can you hear that from like your room, or is it just?
Not usually, but you can hear it every other place in the house.
Oh, God.
And in the front room here, definitely. We can hear the living room. Yep. Yeah.
That's fun. Wow. What
Pretty exciting.
They gave you.
Yes. Chocolate. Blaring.
I mean, there was a time, I remember distinctly, there was a time where the car alarms were not they were overly sensitive. I mean, do you remember the time where they had introduced kind of like the motion kind of car alarm?
Yeah, and I think some of that is because for a while, like a lot of people were getting aftermarket car alarm, right?
Yeah.
So they weren't a standard option, and so people were getting them installed afterwards, and those were particularly finicky, right?
Yeah.
Like due to who knows the wiring and just the aftermarket system or whatever. Like a lot of those were like also particularly like finicky, right? They just go off randomly. If you like breathe on the car, it's like meh, meh. Like, oh
Yes.
no, stop! Why?
But yeah, especially like as you walk through where this listeners, there used to be places called malls. Malls
That's
were places
true.
where people congregated to go shopping in one centralized location, and surrounding the malls were acres and acres and acres of asphalt parking.
It's true. We were talking about that the other day because we were talking about the kids at school. Like a lot of them just like go to Walmart and just like hang out.
Yeah.
Right. And I was like, why do they do that? That's so weird. And this other lady that teaches in the hallway with me, she's like my age, and she goes, they don't have malls anymore, Brandon. And I was like, okay, fair. Okay, fair. That's true. I do.
Yep. I don't have those. And so while you would pull up to the mall, you would park your car, or parents would park your car. And then as you walked up, you would see if getting close to vehicles on the way up would set off the alarm on your way inside the mall.
Sometimes you could set them off by closing your door too loudly.
Yeah. There is that.
Or, not that this ever happened to me, right? But let's hypothetically, if you would be driving, I don't know, some sort of 70s muscle car with very short exhaust pipes, we would also set off car alarms just randomly. Not that this is hypothetically, right? Obviously, I would not know anything about this.
A friend told you about it. Absolutely.
But yeah, one of my friends told me clearly, it wasn't me. I would never do that. Right. But yeah, that's allegedly a thing that could happen, is that you could set off car alarms in the parking lot by vigorously revving your engine. Again, allegedly. Yeah.
I mean, those old cars, sometimes you had to get them going a little bit, right? They may run a little rich. You got to out.
Yeah, sometimes the carb is a little it gets stuck a little bit. So you just gotta like give a little Let's make sure those barrels are opening up a little bit. It's fine.
Oh.
Allegedly.
Again, that's part of the. I mean, I know have you ever done looked into the like sound the world has lost stuff? Have you ever looked into this?
I don't think so.
Oh, like the sounds that offices have lost. The clinking of keyboard, or like the sound of rotary dial phone, or of, like that kind of stuff. Just how the soundscape of cities and life have changed as technology has advanced and changed as well. But it's definitely one of those things that you don't really think about. Oh yeah, I don't hear those sounds anymore. I don't hear this. One of them is like a lot of cities went, you know what, noise, kind of important. I need noise ordinances for these. But I realized the other day something as simple as, I remember, again, it was very recently in high school, how prevalent it was to like ride, and maybe this is just because of the station of my life, but I would love to hear your opinion, because you're much more adjacent, like school adjacent, like the prevalence of riding around with windows down listening.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think we talked about this before here. Yeah, that's a thing that is not done.
Yeah.
And it's a shame, right? Like,
yeah,
put your window down.
very enjoyable. Now, again, can it be annoying? Absolutely. And I get why some people don't do it, but you know what? There are times where it's just like, I need to listen to this song, requires me to roll down the window. Don't ask me why. Can't tell you.
Listen, have you ever? Okay, maybe this is a me thing, but I have definitely like had those moments. You ever pulled up to somebody at the stoplight and then like sang along to the song that's blasting out of their car? It's great. It's so funny.
Wonderful. No, I think
you have a little moment sometime, right? It's nice. It's a little moment, and then you just drive off. It's fine.
It's a moment of humanity, is what it is.
Yeah,
it's a moment of recognizing, like, yeah, the personhood, who that individual was, and doing a quick like, I'm entering your timeline. We're going to have a moment, and then I'm exiting your timeline. Right? We're going to go over here, but recognizing that person, even if you don't like the song, you just have to just sing along. Because
you sing along anyway.
Yeah,
right. The liking is irrelevant to being able to sing. That's
it's one of those moments of like, I see you, I recognize you, and I bid you adieu. And those just like real short like pleasantries are so like hard to come by of those personal interactions, those recognitions of who you are. Not really as impactful whenever somebody posts like a playlist on Twitter and you like thumbs up.
That's true. No, that's fair. That's not as exciting of interaction, right? Like, it's just yeah. I don't think Susan likes having the window down in the car. It's the other problem that we have. So like, I'll put it down like if she's not there. I'll just drive around with it down. I don't even care. I just
no, I admit I'll yeah.
You have to do the mildly unsafe thing, right? Like, is my hand out the window? Yes. Is my arm in the window as we're driving without the window with the windows down? I mean, yeah, it's where it goes. It just goes like, swoop. All right, nope, there you go. Just automatically, without thinking, it's like, funk. Oh, okay, he lives here now. Here's my elbow out the window. Like, I don't.
All right.
Just where it goes. It's a natural position that my elbow wants to adopt. It has a mind of its own in these scenarios, where it's just like, oh, well, there you go. Well, have to do that tomorrow then, I guess.
I think so.
What she says about it.
Try.
Yeah. All right. Somewhere I have a haiku to see us off today.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Partially composed at recess time. Ahem.
Wonder what.
Summer persisting, refusing to relinquish its fiery grasp.
Yes. It's so hot.
I know. Why is it still in the 80s?
And each time I'm like, why am I doing this? This is not okay. Even Lily was like, what's the real temperature? Like, what's it feel like? Like, feel,
you don't want to know.
In the 90s? Like, no, but it's 85. It feels horrible. Like, it's not good. Good.
It's time for fall. I want my jacket. Where is my jacket weather? Why? I don't know.
I was so disappointed in North Carolina. Now, granted, North Carolina is really not all that north. It's kind of basically...
It's technically in the south, I think.
South. It's the same with us, but it's like...
Yeah, it's the same.
Like, I looked on a map. I'm like, oh, it's literally just a straight line. It's a straight line from where I live. Okay, fine, whatever. But like, I was like, I'm ready for fall. North Carolina. No, it was hot and it was horrible, and I was like, I'm sweating the whole time. And walking anywhere. Like this, and it was gross even more so because the humidity from the ocean.
Yeah.
Like it's even worse than where I'm from. No. And then I get back home and I'm like, it's even worse than I remember.
True. Yes. It's dang. It's not.
No. Okay. Very good. Well, we will see what happens to the weather next time. We still need to start coordinating winter reading offline.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I had a note on my desk and haven't been on my desk for a while, so I was like, we need to be doing that. So
we should do that, so we could actually be prepared for once. Yeah. Oh, another car alarm. That's 4. Got him. Look at that. Sorry, but yes, we'll do that because we need to actually have it ready, so we're not like, oh dang it, we forgot, and then wait till too long.
Too long.
Not that we would ever do that.
No.
But we might do
now.
that. So
well, we better end this before your neighbor gets 5-car alarm ding.
I know.
And
dang.
There. Okay. Well, we'll get an update on the car alarms next time.
All right.
Love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye.